Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Hello, Star Citizens. Buzzkiller here, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a look at another Alpha 3.3 ship, the Constellation Phoenix. Now, obviously, the Constellation Andromeda and the Constellation Aquila, however you want to pronounce it, have been out for a while. This is the latest variant of the Constellation lineup to be released. And of course, this is the Phoenix. This is the luxury variant. So, I remember back when this ship was first released, I pledged for it. I traded in a Constellation Andromeda package for it. And yeah, I held on to that thing forever. Until I finally melted it and traded it in for a 600i. I don't know. I think I may want to go back because I like this ship a lot more than the 600i. Has a lot more character, and it just looks really nice with that white paint job. I think it's just really cool looking. So obviously, there haven't been a lot of changes to this ship. The main hull. The central hull is the only real difference in the ship, other than a paint job and a few texture updates here and there. All the hard points are the same as the Andromeda, with the slightly different weapons loadout. So you have 4 laser cannons on gimbals affixed to each of the engine nacelles. I can't remember what size they are. I think they're size 4s with the capability of installing a size 5 fixed. But they're laser cannons. I don't remember what type of laser cannons these are, but they're not the bearing laser cannons, which are supposedly the bottom of the barrel, cheapest you can get. These are probably upgraded, higher end laser cannons. And the turrets actually have the blue laser repeaters. I can't remember the name or model of those either. I am so behind on my weapons. They just keep releasing them, and I keep not trying them. But I'll show you those here in a minute. The main difference between this and the other variants is, of course, the central section. You can see it's a little fatter, it's a little taller, but it's packing a whole lot of luxury. I love the windows. You've got the windows on the side, you've got the skylight, all with the limo tint. I can't really see on this side. But yeah, let's take a look at the inside of the ship. So obviously on the bridge here, not a whole lot of difference. The only difference is they have carried forward this white paint job into the bridge. It's actually pretty nice. Has a nice contrast. The turrets, of course, it has 2 turrets. It does not have a smuggler's cubby. I remember when they first released the Phoenix, it was not supposed to have the smuggler's cubby. It was supposed to have 2 turrets, and it shipped with the smuggler's cubby. Wow, cubby, I can't even speak. It had the smuggler's cubby in the original model, and I was mad because I wanted my turrets. I didn't want a smuggler's cubby. But they fixed that. This is now a ship with teeth. It has 2-man turrets with these upgraded laser repeaters. Just so cool. I love these things. Very nice. Now, I'm not sure if because they're blue, are they distortion damage? I don't know. But they look cool. And they work well. In the central area, this is all the same again, except for the highlights. You've got the white texture here and there. Your table, all this stuff still works just fine. And of course, the only restroom in the ship is the closet here. With that's supposed to be a toilet that drops down. So the only thing not luxury about this ship are the restroom accommodations. But you know what? I don't care about restroom combinations. It has it. You go in there, you do your thing. Even the the escape pod slash crew bunks got a little upgrade, so they're looking pretty nice. No blankets, but you've got a nice leather pillow. But of course, the meat and potatoes of the Constellation Phoenix, or should I say the caviar, is the central area. And of course, long gone is the old wood, in with the new, I think this is ebony, or at least a black stained wood. Very high end, very nice. Love the Phoenix logo. And of course, you have your, oops, if I can press it once, I may have just jammed it. You have your guest quarters, which I seem to have broken that one. But it doesn't matter, they're both exactly the same, just slightly different orientation. Got your fish tank, got the little bubblies in there, some nice bedding, control panel or display panel, and that's pretty much it. But when you have guests on this ship, they're not here to sleep. They're here to party. And this is where it happens. Look at this thing. Just gorgeous. Now this side kind of reminds me of, I guess it would be not first class cabin in an aircraft, but more like the business class, where you just have the bigger, more comfortable seats, and usually you have some privacy dividers, but of course this has no privacy dividers because it's a social ship. So that's what this kind of reminds me of. And even up here with these sort of sloping, looks like overhead compartments. Very airplane-like. Although I don't know of any airplane that has a glass table that comes out between two rows. That's pretty nice. I like the blue highlighted lighting. Another control panel. And these very, very, very nice seats. Looks like white Lexus seats almost. Very swank. We'll come back to the bar. Here you have the conference table, which if you were like me and pledged for the ship in the beginning, you'll have a piano that you can replace this with. Now, I think I still have the piano because I still have the same pledge, but I just don't have a Phoenix to put it in anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I can put it in my hangar or something. And then you have, of course, the bar. And there's some things I like about this. There's some things I don't. First off, I love how it's stocked. Has a lot of really cool liquors in here. Some of these came directly from the old liquor cabinet thing you get for your hangar. You got the hippocampus that came from there. The Jinx came from there. I don't think this is the same absinthe. Absinthization. Absinthe exceptionnel. I don't know. Product de France. Got some Radagast up there with some whiskey, White Elysium. Some new ones that I've never seen before. Very cool. The Black Widow, that's from the old cabinet. These Johnson Hooch. You can barely see those bottles. Very nice wine niche. Very cool there. You've got a sink, dish towel, drying area. Got some cigars. I don't know if you remember the early versions of 3.0 when they came out, when you went out and collected those cigars for money. Very nice marble countertop. cabinets, some beer down below, dishwasher, very nice stocked bar. The only thing I don't like about the bar is what they did down here with the marble. I don't know why they extended this marble out and just sort of broke it off all rough like that. I mean, I could see if it formed some kind of pattern, but it doesn't. It's just, I don't like it. I wish they'd just cut that off and just left the wood. Either that or had the entire thing marble. I don't like the two-tone there. It just doesn't work for me. Moving back, you have your double-sided fish tank with the old Constellation Phoenix model in there. Looks like you have a little alcove. Maybe your horseshoe crab can fit in. Very cool. Of course, the turret has some plants growing out of it. Very nice. Skylights, windows. You can definitely see out. I like it a lot. Alright, so here is the master quarters, master bedroom. You have, I don't think it's quite queen size, maybe a super twin. No? I don't know. Doesn't seem full size to me. But then again, it's a yacht. It's not your personal home. I hear some hissing. I think that's coming from down below. We should hopefully get some dressers, a wardrobe, or something to put in here as well. Of course, this section is where the hot tub goes. Last time I checked, it didn't work. We'll go ahead and try it again. Nope, still no go. But yeah, the infamous hot tub now sits below this cover where it was open. I assume it might raise up. I don't know. Maybe it just opens and exposes it. But yeah, it's there. If you don't want it, just leave it closed. More windows. You have some component bays here. These are shields. And then more back here. That looks to be a cooler. Got another one on this side. And then you have the back area, which is pretty much the same as all the others, with access to, right now there's a Merlin there. Eventually that'll be replaced with an Archimedes. I don't mind this white that's coming from the landing pad. Maybe I shouldn't have landed on the pad. It's the big number is poking through my textures there. Okay, so then you have the hatch going down. I gotta stand on it. Into the cargo bay. It seems this cargo bay, it seems a little wider. I'm hoping they do this to maybe all the Constellations, because now you can actually park an Ursa rover in here and get out normally without having to squeeze it. So that works a lot better. One issue I noticed is there's no way to open and close this thing from standing over here. So you have to go to the panel. Here it is. To open and close it. But yeah, if you're standing there and it's open, you have no way of calling it. So yeah, it's got a nice wide cargo area. Of course, not as much room as the Andromeda. But this is not a cargo ship. Very nice. Okay, that is your Constellation Phoenix. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for my other 3.3 videos. And yeah, until next time, this has been Buzzkiller, and I'll see you in the verse.